Hey everyone, welcome back to Family Follies, the podcast where we dive into the hilarious, chaotic, and sometimes downright bizarre world of family life. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're talking about something that I'm pretty sure every single person can relate to: sibling rivalries. You know, those little wars you fought as kids that somehow, in some way, continue to shape your adult life? Yeah, we're going there. Let's be real. Sibling rivalries are one of those things that seem to exist in every family. It doesn't matter if you grew up in a mansion or a one-bedroom apartment. It doesn't matter if you were raised by saints or absolute maniacs. Siblings are always fighting. Whether you're fighting over the TV remote, fighting over the bathroom, or fighting over who mom loves more, sibling rivalry is always there. It's like a rite of passage. But here's the kicker. Those little sibling feuds don't go away when you grow up. Oh no, they just evolve. Now, instead of stealing the last piece of pizza, you're fighting over who gets to host Thanksgiving this year, or who gets to bring the real homemade pumpkin pie, not the store-bought one that was definitely made with love. So grab a seat, because today we're going to explore the funny and sometimes awkward world of sibling rivalries. And trust me, if you have siblings, you'll definitely find something in here that hits home. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with the classics. The original reason sibling rivalries even exist. The battle for parental attention. It's like you and your sibling are competing in the Olympics of love, and mom and dad are the judges. Remember when you were a kid and your parents were your whole world? You would do anything to get their attention, whether it was showing them a drawing of a stick figure you made or telling them about that one time you almost caught a butterfly with your bare hands. You would act like you were a genius for finding a rock shaped like a heart. But guess what? Your sibling? They also wanted the same attention. It's always the little things that set it off, like when you're the oldest and you finally have a moment to yourself, but then your younger sibling just waltzes in and says, "Mom, I made this paper airplane. Watch me throw it." And it's like, wait, didn't I just win the most impressive paper airplane thrower award last week? But no, your younger sibling's moment becomes the grand finale of the day. And let's not forget the rivalry when it comes to who's the favorite. Every family has that one kid that somehow manages to do no wrong. The golden child. You know who I'm talking about. The one who gets the biggest piece of cake, who never has to do any chores, and gets away with being late without hearing a word from mom and dad. Meanwhile, you're over here getting scolded for existing at the wrong time. And when you're a kid, you're convinced that your parents are totally playing favorites. You'll lie in bed at night thinking, why does he always get the front seat of the car? I've been perfectly behaved today. Then you try to use logic, like a 5-year-old philosopher. If he gets more love, that means I get less. And if I get less, then does that mean I'm not loved? It's a devastating realization for a 6-year-old. Let's move on to another classic, the fight for the TV remote. If you have siblings, you know what I mean. It's a full-scale war for control of the TV. There's always that one sibling who never wants to watch what you want to watch. Never. You'll be halfway through a great movie, and they'll walk in, eyes locked onto the screen like they're about to ruin your entire life. Wait, you're watching this? This? No. It's my turn to pick. And suddenly, your peaceful movie night becomes a scene from an action film, as you and your sibling battle over who gets to decide what's on TV. I'm telling you, growing up with siblings means you get a PhD in negotiation tactics. You learn how to bargain with your siblings like you're preparing for a corporate merger. Okay, I'll let you have the remote if you let me pick the movie for the next 3 nights. Deal? Of course they say deal, but then you end up stuck watching a 2-hour documentary on how bees make honey when all you really wanted was a simple rom-com, and you're forced to smile through the pain. They never let you forget the one time you gave in either. And don't even get me started on the worst thing ever. Your sibling changing the channel during a commercial break. You're like, hey, wait, we were watching that. And they just smirk and say, no, we weren't. We were watching this. They've completely erased your reality. Oh, you got a B on your science project? Well, I got an A+, and my project was about the solar system. Did you know that Pluto isn't even considered a planet anymore? Oh wait, maybe you didn't know that because you got a B? Yeah, maybe I didn't know about Pluto, but at least I didn't have to make a whole model of the solar system out of styrofoam and glitter just to get an A+. Well, I just finished my 3rd internship this summer. I'm basically taking over the world next year. Yeah, but I remember when you tried to bake cookies and almost burned down the kitchen. So, Mom said you're doing the dishes today. What? No, I'm doing the laundry. No, she told me you were doing the dishes, and I'm definitely doing the vacuuming today. I've been doing the vacuuming for the last 2 weeks. Oh, you're still mad about the dishes? Well, I did your laundry last week, so don't even talk to me. Oh, wow, Emily, I love the way you folded that towel. You really do it so much better than Alex. Excuse me? I'm right here, and I fold towels like a master.